Hey guys, it's Corey, VP of Marketing for National Equipment Dealers. I'm standing here next to David Spooner, our product manager at Hyundai. David, you cover what areas for Hyundai?
I've got wheel loaders and the soon-to-be-released dozer.
Awesome. We're excited about getting the dozers in. But behind me, we're actually out on the Hyundai Proving Ground, which is just north of Commerce, Georgia. We're about 18 minutes north of Commerce.
About 18 minutes north of Commerce, about an hour outside of Atlanta.
Just right off I-85. Beautiful site. I think they have 40 acres out here. They're in process of building a building out here. They've got multiple tiers where you can get on machines and try them out.
Yes, sir.
Customers are coming out and really getting the chance to try before they buy when it comes to Hyundai. And if you're interested in that, you certainly can reach out to your sales rep at National Equipment Dealers or check out our website for any questions you might have and just click the Ask Ned button. Our website is www.neddealers.com. Behind us, we have the newest of the wheel loader lineup, which is the HL985. And this is what we've been looking for a long time, which is traditionally known as a two-pass loader. In other words, for an 18-yard truck, dump truck, you know, it would only take two passes
Correct.
to fill that. It has what's the bucket capacity on this machine?
Struck is 9.2, heaped is 10.1.
Wow, that's awesome.
Like Corey said, new HL985A wheel loader with the Cummins X12 engine, 420 horsepower. We've got ZF axles front and rear, heavy duty, ZF transmission as well. Okay.
Awesome. You know, some of the great things that are common to all the wheel loaders that Hyundai produces, they've got centralized grease circs, as you can see. You've got convenient access to your transmission oil dipstick there. They also have a limited lifetime on the articulation joint. They use conical bearings in the top and lower joints at the articulation joint. So just really heavy duty built, and that allows them to offer a limited lifetime warranty. Things like ride control, you can see the accumulator here that ties into the ride control system to help smooth out the ride when you have a load and you're traveling with a load, doing load and carry operations. Some of the things they've done throughout the whole line in this 985 also has it, as you can see, they have a tapered engine hood, which allows you better visibility to the rear, left, and right of the machine. They also have an all-around view monitoring system known as AAVM, which is exclusive to Hyundai. It's a 360-degree visual system that also detects objects dynamically through the software. So you can see there is actually a camera on each side mirror, a camera in the front, and then that ties in with the rear camera to create a 360-degree virtual image,
and
like a bird's eye view.
On this size machine, it is standard.
So on the 985, the AAVM system is standard. And the new AAVM system actually comes with an additional dedicated monitor where the AAVM is displayed. Is that correct?
Correct. Yep. Just dedicated second monitor that sits above your primary monitor.
Now these tires, before we move on to other components, these are 875 tires?
These are 875 by 65 R29s. This is a low profile version, lower profile on the sidewall and a little bit wider footprint for more stability.
And Triangle's a Chinese-made tire, but these things have been really tried and true with us.
Yes, very, very good tires.
Hyundai's been using the Triangle tire for a couple different generations of machines right now. Let's look at the bucket. You said the bucket was 9.1 cubic yards?
Yeah, 9.2 struck, 10.1 heaped with...
I know from experience some of the things on the bucket, all the Hyundai built buckets are that you do use AR400 hard steel. Correct. On all the ground engaging components of the bucket. So the side plates, your wear plates underneath the bucket, your cutting edge, if it's equipped with one, this has got bolt-on teeth.
Right here, this your cutting edge. And these teeth, these are two-piece.
Are those reversible though?
These are reversible. These are two-piece teeth, so you don't have to replace all this. You can knock this out and just replace just the teeth. Okay, so your base stays in place.
So you've got a shank and a tooth system, two-piece teeth system, where that you can easily just replace the tooth portion of the, not the shank. And then your cutting edges in between the teeth, those are also reversible. So you can unbolt those and swap them around and get additional life out of them. Hyundai also puts an enhanced spill guard up here that helps to divert material away from the linkage and keep the linkage in good working order. It also helps to reduce material loss and improve the heap of the bucket. Let's look at the back where the engine and the cooling system is.
Yeah, depth tank right here. There's your
so standard auto lube on this machine?
Standard auto lube.
Wheel chock standard with it. Those mount into the front fenders. You have your If you could open that up, David, and show the inner and outer air filters for the cab. Those are accessible behind this shroud here. Your DEF tank access panel is here, separated from the diesel tank, so there's never any confusion. And that is a fairly large tank as well, isn't it?
Yeah, this is, I think if I remember right, it's 9 gallons.
Hyundai's got one of the best service access in the rear, really, of anybody out there. They have a panel that comes down. It's a little lever there to detach that. There's a carabiner that keeps it in place. You take that off, you can actually remove that entire panel and gain full access to the engine. Your cooler's back here. You have a heat shield, as you can see, and that keeps the hot stuff hot and the cold stuff cold. The fan system is a sucking fan, so it pulls air in from the back and blows out the sides. And then if you do the reverse, it has an auto-reversing fan system, and you can set that for a specific time and a number of different intervals and program it so that it will automatically run, keeping your coolers clean. The after-treatment system on this machine has been recently upgraded. It is a passive regen system, so you should not have to do manual regens on it as long as you're running the machine hot and you're not excessively idling the machine. None of these Tier 4 final Stage 5 compliant engines and after-treatment systems are really designed for long-term idling. You want to keep them running hot. Heavier counterweight. You can see the bumper counterweight is the enhanced heavier counterweight option that Hyundai offers. LED light package. They've got LED rear and front work lights, cab lights, really loaded up. It's a nice service platform up there. As far as the linkage goes, you can see it's a cast bell crank in the Z-bar linkage and a cast dog bone there. Very heavy duty, designed to last. The cabs, the Hyundai cabs, are all the same from the 955 and larger. I believe the 985 is the same cab. Is that correct, David?
Yes.
So very comfortable, great visibility, lots of glass, as you can see. Easy to telescope and tilt the steering wheel. You've got an air ride seat that's got multiple adjustments to it. Full color 7-inch display that's touchscreen with buttons. We'll pop up and look in the cab here in just a second. David's going to crank this machine. You can see this has fingertip controls. You can also have joystick controls as an option versus the 3-lever controls. Correct. It's all according to operator and owner preference. You can see you've got a full color display that displays it does have an onboard weighing system.
Yes.
It will display the load today, the load yesterday, or the load in the moment. If you were to select like truck A, it would show the load in the bucket at the time. This also has intelligent clutch cutoff, so it's got an intelligent D-clutch system that allows you to power up as you're raising and dumping the load. It has automatic transmission. There's multiple automatic transmission modes depending on the shift schedule that you want, how quickly you want to get up to speed, whether you're doing heavy loading or if you're doing long distance load and carry. That'll depend on which mode you select. Ride control, as you mentioned earlier, is standard. Heated mirrors are standard. It does have a mode called fine modulation mode, which is a fine inching mode. It's great when you're using forks and you need additional control. Just trying to think what else, David.
This one's joystick steering equipped.
This machine comes standard with joystick steering. It is a work steering. It's not designed to be driving at high speeds on the site with it.
Right.
You want to use the steering wheel for that, much safer. But if you're doing V-loading applications, repetitive cycle applications, the joystick steering really reduces fatigue for the operator. It's a very nice feature.
Very
adjustable left and right hand control consoles, air ride seat with multiple adjustments. This is a Cadillac when it comes to wheel loaders.
Yes, it is.
And you can see the rear view camera there. David, if we could put that in the bird's eye view and show them what that looks like. So you can have a front facing view, and if I shut this, if you'll hold the camera, David, I'm going to shut this door. You'll see me indicated on the screen, and it'll show That on the screen, depending on the distance that I'm at, it colorizes it differently. So the operator in the cab will always be aware of what's in his working surroundings around the wheel loader. Really nice safety feature with a lot of different equipment running on a job site, laborers walking around the job site. It's just one more layer of safety that Hyundai offers its customers. And that system is known as AAVM. This has also got rear radar backup. So just like you'd have on an automobile where it gives you proximity alerts as you start to back up, this has a backup radar built into it, just like an automobile. So this is an enhanced AAVM system with rear backup radar. So you can see all the different views that you have options to select. Anything else you want to mention on these loaders, David?
I think we covered a lot of the big key points on them.
Heated seat. You've got tilting telescoping steering column. You can show them how that's done. Very convenient, well built. Over here on your rocker switch panel, you can see there's a few different options over there. You've got your parking brake, your hydraulic disconnect. It's the other way around. You've got your hydraulic disconnect, your parking brake. The M and A, that is your auto diff lock.
Correct.
So this has a hydraulic locking front differential. In the A position, when it encounters wheel slip, it will automatically lock up and release once it gains traction. The M is your manual mode, and in the center section would be off.
Right.
And in this slippery condition with all this clay, you probably want to leave it in the A position.
Yep, that's why she's an A.
And then you've got an empty slot, and then the next slot is your regen switch. If you needed to perform a manual regen, you would pull that red lock and push it in. If you were in a flammable work environment and you needed to inhibit the after-treatment system, which generates a lot of heat, you could put it in the inhibit mode, which is the symbol with the line through it. And then the next button there, David, what is that?
Emergency steering.
Okay, so this has standard emergency steering
Yes.
built into it. Very nice.
And then this is your onboard air compressor, which is down there used for cleaning out the cab, blowing.
Oh, that's great.
It's just a little small, you're not gonna air up a tire with it, but you can blow out the cab with it.
Nice little service feature.
Yep.
Onboard air compressor allows you to clean out the cab and keep it clean and tidy. Tell me about the 3-lever controls and some of the buttons on there.
This is the 3-spool fingertip control. You got bucket, boom, and right now this will be auxiliary, which we don't have hooked up. Right, your horn, gear down feature. So if you're in second gear, you hit that, it'll knock down to first gear. This is your ton button. It's used with the way system. And then you can also use this for forward and reverse as well. And this is also part of your forward reverse function.
So that would be to activate your forward and reverse,
Correct.
I would think,
Right. Yep. Forward.
Instead of using your shift lever, you would use that to activate.
Use over here.
And then of course you got joystick steering. So if you're running the joystick steering, you have forward, neutral, reverse built into that as well.
Right here. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Well, David, thanks for taking a few minutes with us on the HL985A. Again, this is Hyundai's newest machine that they brought to market. They debuted this at Con Expo. It's now a full production machine and available through national equipment dealers at any of our 18 branches across 5 states. So if you have any more questions, reach out to us through our website. You can go to www.neddealers.com and just click Ask Ned, and you can request a quote or information there. Thank you.